Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today is going to be another story time video. Now, with the story I'm going to tell, I know it would probably be a lot more fun to have Dan here in the video, but making videos and things like that, like, he will do it for certain things, but it is not his absolute favorite thing to do. So, but today's video has a lot to do with him, and that is because today is our seventh year wedding anniversary. We have officially been married for 7 years. And the reason I say officially is a few months ago I did a video on, I think I titled it like our first wedding, and we had to change our original wedding date because of what we were going to go do, and so we needed to get married early. But we hadn't had this date set for about 2 years, and so we wanted to keep it. So June 22nd, 2013 was the big special day that we will never forget. And the reason that it was probably the biggest and the most special for us is because that's when we truly became a married couple. You know, and like went on our honeymoon, moved in with each other, and just shared things that we had never shared before. I know that not everybody lives that way, and that's their choice, but one thing that I really wanted to do with my life, and Dan too, was save ourselves for that person that the Lord had us for. And so that's just why June 22nd, our wedding, was even a little bit more special for us. So I'm gonna back up and give you just the story. So on June 21st is when we had our wedding rehearsal. Now, because we had had the wedding in April earlier, I had a really hard time focusing, concentrating, behaving during the rehearsal. Like, I was like, I already know my vows, like I already know what to say, because we had already done it. We were literally doing the rehearsal for the rest of the wedding party. Because the only other people that were in the wedding party that were actually at our wedding in April were my mom and dad and my brother and my sister. And so everybody else, like, had not, you know, practiced the roles or whatever. And so but for me, like, I don't know if it was because I didn't feel any pressure because we had already done it. I just couldn't stop laughing, and I'm laughing and laughing and laughing, and pastor's like, come on, Brittany, you know, kind of get it together. And so anyways, our rehearsal was a ton of fun and super laid back, and just super enjoyable. I really liked the group of people that we surrounded ourselves with, that we had in our wedding party, and that we had as a part of our lives at that time. And so, yeah, the wedding rehearsal was a lot of fun. And then come June 22nd, we got married at 4:30 in the afternoon at Media Baptist Church in, I think it's technically 12 Kiwanis? Anyways, Indiana. On your way to Logansport on 25. It's the church that, only church that I remember as a kid, and the church that I was baptized at. Yeah, the church that I've made many important decisions, the church I went to youth group in, and so really special place. And there was no, you know how some people have the thinking of, oh, I'm gonna get married outside, or I'm gonna do this for my wedding or that for my wedding. Like, I didn't really at the time have a specific thought of, oh, I want to get married here, or I want to do this. Like, there wasn't really a doubt in my mind that or even a thought of, well, you know, let's get married somewhere other than our church. And so we did our pictures before the wedding, which I do not regret. It was so nice to just have that out of the way, have that done. And so Dan and I had our first look. We made an effort to not see each other up until our first look. And I think that was really special, you know, that we had like something extra that we had done. We had a lot of fun taking pictures. We did some silly ones, and just, yeah, there was a lot of different elements and things that were fun and exciting that we added into it. And so that made even the pictures super enjoyable. Our wedding party was super laid back and, you know, willing to do whatever we asked and that kind of thing. So that just, it was very special. And then our wedding was maybe a half hour long, and it was really neat. I had a cousin that sang at my wedding. Kind of a funny story. My grandpa was supposed to sing with my cousin, but he had gotten shingles a couple of months before, and so he was still recovering from that and wasn't able to sing. He was there. And so I had a cousin that sang at my wedding. I had a friend that played the piano in my wedding, and then I had my college roommate read scripture. Originally, I wanted her to be a bridesmaid, but she knew that she was going to be a missionary and be overseas and things, so she wasn't for sure if she'd be around. And so it was just easier to ask her to read scripture. That way, if it didn't work out, then, you know, we can be flexible around that. And then the people that stood up with us, I'll do Dan's because his is easier to remember. We had 3 Daniels. So Dan's name is, of course Daniel. And then my brother's name is Daniel. And Dan's brother, Robert. Dan's cousin, Daniel, Saint? Yeah, Daniel Saint. So we had my brother Daniel, Robert, Daniel Saint, and Nate Saint. So 4 groomsmen. And so that was interesting with 3 Daniels, and the photographer got to the point where he was just like, hey you, come this way, do this, do that. And then on my side, I had Dan's sister, Katie. She was my maid of honor, and Dan's best man was his brother, Robert. Katie was my maid of honor, and then I had a college friend that stood up with me, Emily, and then a high school friend that stood up with me, Sammy, and then another college friend that stood up with me, Rachel. And so they're still super sweet ladies. So glad that they were in my life for that time and place. The only thing I wish is that we were still close to this day, but unfortunately we are not. And so, anyways, had our wedding. It was super cool, a lot of fun. Like I said, we took fun pictures. We even took a picture with Nerf guns, and so that was fun. And then after the wedding, me, Dan, my brother, my sister, and then I think Dan's brother and sister, we got to take a limo to the reception, which was a lot of fun. And so it was not very far from the church to the reception, and so something funny that we had asked the limo to do was go from the church to Walmart and then to the reception. So we ran into Walmart in our wedding clothes, bought a chocolate bar at the checkout, and then got back in. And then and my parents had no idea we were doing this, or nobody had any idea that we were doing this. So when we got to the reception, they were like, "Where were you? What were you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, well, we went to Walmart because we had a limo, and it's not very, we don't just drive around in limos, so we wanted to enjoy it a little bit longer." But yeah, then we got to the reception, and there was food and dancing and fun and friends and fellowship, and it was just an amazing time and something we will never forget. And I'm just so grateful for everybody that was there and was a part of our day, because there was a lot of people that have been a part of our lives and a part of just what we have done over the years. So it was great to have all of them there, and we're just super excited that this is 7 years of marriage now, and it gets interesting and more challenging each day, but I think we're also learning and growing and trying to figure out the best way to love each other and grow closer to each other more and more each day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to post at the end of this some wedding pictures and footage, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye. God bless. Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here real quick after you saw the pictures. They're not all exactly in order. There's some reception pictures, there's some rehearsal pictures, there's some wedding day pictures, but I just hope that you enjoy seeing them. The one video that I wanted to put on here was our little run to Walmart, but I can't find it, so maybe next year. Enjoy the video, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. God bless.